Well, they hope not here. And tonight, he starts against them. Antonio Conte. Tony Dorigo is alongside me. Given the referee is Davide Chifi from Padova. It's a pretty good atmosphere, full of that he loves in Sardinia, and hoping to cause an upthrow. Only on the bench, MiIaN, safety first, which to keep your mouth shut. That's a loose back pass. Here's Lukaku. 21 seconds is all it took for Romelu Lukaku to give Inter the lead. Cagliari calamity, and Inter in front.
What a shocking start for Cagliari. It really is. Rolando MiIaN, no doubt, spent time in that dressing room making sure that his charges were ready.
An early nightmare. Inter didn't need any help. Just allows Inter to relax. They had a very... Get it back from Borja Valero. 4 years ago, his Chievo side pulled off a surprise. Here's Lukaku again. And hooked forward of obdurate, tenacious performance that, I'm afraid, went out of the window. Now DiMarco, was he just knocked over? Our referee eventually decided that he was. If it wasn't for the fact, it's a sign of how far he's come. Absolutely outstanding. Move it so intelligently, don't they? And Borja Valero on the... Plenty of space for him! DiMarco thought he'd scored his first goal for Inter. Lukaku says he didn't touch it, but the flag is up. And to be honest, here's Nainggolan. Responding well to treatment. That was another reason for him. That was nearly... Lazaro. Romelu Lukaku, 21 seconds in. Controversy, really.
It does. Hard on Atalanta, though, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. We will always have a chance. Before Barella.
That was unfortunate. Sanchez actually ended up in the same position as Lukaku.
There's Nainggolan. Looking for a good positive. They certainly haven't started well.
If there's a problem.
Yeah, the 20-year-old Bastoni, who's played plenty now in Serie A. Sign of anything going forward, really, from Cagliari. ΗիɡhIiɡhT with the cross. That was blocked fairly quickly. In from Barella! And Borja Valero turns it in for two. Lukaku fluffed his lines at the near post. Borja Valero made no mistake at the far, and Inter lead by 2-0.
Dominant. Yeah, he certainly is, and I think when you have lost Barella and Sensi as well.
It's a giveaway. Stop the rod, but if they don't against Brescia, well, pressure was on BT Sport 3 and 3 HD, and in fact, completed on the same. Now Alexis Sanchez. It looked... Appeals for a penalty. It hit ΗիɡhIiɡhT for sure. We may have another... Acrobatics from Robin Olsen. Here's Godin. Season scored his only senior goal against Inter. Will MiIaN bring on? He's taken off his boot. Lovely spin and touch from Barella, who keep. And it goes from DiMarco. ΗիɡhIiɡhT. It's good defending from DiMarco. Oh, he took a risk at the... Thought about it. Thought about the Rabona Alexis Sanchez, but in the end, held on to his skill. What a pass for DiMarco. And now Lukaku.
it's been a wonderful season, but I think it's just because of their electric stuff, just fronting up. He's getting in front of ΗիɡhIiɡhT and then easily getting hold of it and bringing others into play. Up the other end, Cherry, I'm not sure he's got...
Heads drop for Cagliari. Here's Alexis Sanchez, and he's the latest to be disappointed.
It's a little...
Won by Ranocchia. Barella held on for way towards Cherry. Cherry did well to win that, but he was offside.
That was unfortunate. Just straying.
Top of Serie A, Nainggolan. That's better, and Castro had a swing. Rolls it forward for ΣaggIіari and Brozovic. Marco on the charge. Options in the middle, but Farragut going to struggle here, you would suspect, but decides to use them. Half-time at San Siro, all fairly comfortable. He might just like to see Alexis Sanchez for a while longer. Well, Davide Chiffi gets us. They'll be very keen not to do that here as Barella swings in the cross.
And he puts his players through, so clearly probably more
have, but they've learnt over their long run. Taking it quickly, Lukaku! Oh, that is some header from Romelu Lukaku for his second of the night and Inter's third. And that is the goal that puts it beyond any doubt.
Well, whatever Conte said at half-time, it certainly worked. Lukaku adds another to his goal.
Be on his way, Nandez. Talk of got a bit fortunate there against ΣaggIіari, and Borja Valero back to help out.
Well, ΣaggIіari just tries to nick the ball.
Goes Lukaku, still in the hunt. Brozovic going forward with intent, and they've won a corner. In from DiMarco. DiMarco for Lazaro. Next season, here's Alexis Sanchez. His first year in Serie A since 2011, his time with Udinese. Likewise, still it falls for Barella. Close to a goal against his hometown club.
Well, I'm not sure Olsen...
Chance for Farragut to cut inside, and Nainggolan maybe find a route back into this.
Yeah, as you said before, damage limitation. Free of Inter.
Hurdles to overcome as well. And it goes from Nainggolan. With it now,
Curry.
you can have a think.
There you go. Can you call it dog curry the right way? And they're certainly doing that, Inter.
This time he's decided to show the card, I think, to Brozovic. Certainly wasn't last season, but I think we could have another cup like that. Here's Nainggolan. Nainggolan with a hit, and he's so... Midfield is in Europe, and the most talked about young player in Europe all in the cup. It was in 1965, one of the most memorable games. Well, nice touch from Cherry, opens it up, and they have pulled a goal back. Christian Oliva, who made the mistake that led to Inter's opening goal, gives Cagliari just a sliver of hope.
That is some strike. And pleased as well for Oliva.
Now Borja Valero. In from Borja Valero. Into the near post and headed home by Andrea Ranocchia. And that is the end of that. Inter will cruise into the quarter-final. The Cagliari threat is dealt with. On for them. to the next challenge.
Game over.
It's quiet 4 or 5 minutes after that, and that's exactly what they've done.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make it terrific, a crackling atmosphere. Hoists it forward.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
He's one-on-one, chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, the run was really impressive, the finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
Gino. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Simeone! Simeone! They've scored! The breakthrough strike! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
ΗիάγhIiRi draw first blood here.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Stefan de Vrij. ΗiάγhIiRi